is brought to you by Simply Legendary Pros on Instagram or at www.justschoolandlife.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Danika.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? The Jaguars don't know. We don't know either. We don't know
Nobody,
where we're going.
nobody
Hi,
knows.
everybody. I don't know. I mean, this is Shay-La. Okay, yeah. Hi. You've tuned in to First and Teal. Once again, third week in a row. No woos.
No
Fuck
woos. No,
woos.
no Victory Monday. I haven't been able to wear that T-shirt for three weeks now. It's sitting in the closet collecting all types of dust, just being pushed to the back because I don't know if I'll wear it again this season with
I
the way
mean, it's a
things are going.
possibility that we will never, that you'll never wear the shit again this
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
Strong
Yeah.
possibility.
Strong possibility. Um, our Sunday night football game against the
The
AFC
Ravens.
leading Ravens
Favorites.
favorites. Favorites.
AFC Championship favorites.
Right.
Ravens.
Right. And once again, everyone's hyped. We start tailgating. And it
Woo!
now it was
Get
a
the white
muddy
wings for
mess.
tailgating.
It was a muddy mess for the
Mm.
simple fact that it had been raining buckets and cats and dogs the night before. And
All
like
night.
all
Rained
night.
all night.
And the slab was a mud fest. They did try to get some straw and stuff out there. And there was some gravel in some places, but it was muddy. Shoes got kind of icky and destroyed out there. You had to watch where you walked.
Yeah,
Um,
I have to clean up my Air Maxes because they are destroyed right now.
yeah,
They look terrible right now.
my little color block Air Force ones, the lows or whatever they were. I don't know. My nephew knows. They are a muddy mess.
Mhm.
I probably do need to get in there and pay attention to them before my nephew, who's a sneakerhead, looks at them and has a heart attack.
Well, it is what it was. It rained out there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. We had a good time at the tailgate. And if you did tune in to our stream live during the tailgate, tried to bring you a little action from the slab, how everybody was feeling going into it, which,
Always hype.
always hype. Always hype.
Hmm.
Um, but
First time in a long time having,
a Sunday night game.
we had three actual primetime games this year.
Right.
We always get a Thursday most of the time.
Right. And
But
that
we
was
never get Sunday
Sunday or
night or Monday
Monday
nights.
night.
And we had two,
And we
and
lost them both.
they shut the bed in both of
Right.
them.
Now, I have to say, Jaguar fans, once again, we showed up. We showed up and had that place rocking. And once again, at home, this team let us down.
At
And I
home.
at home, where they have a hard time winning.
And to add insult to injury, Trevor's in concussion protocol. So happy,
Happy
joy,
joy.
fucking joy.
Yes, it's like what else can happen? We like I said, we got snake bit.
Someone can piss on the field. That could happen.
If somebody could do what now?
Someone could piss on the field. That could happen.
They could.
At this point, I don't care. Like I'm very close to closing the book on this season.
No, we
And
can't give up. We
hey,
cannot. I
Danika,
know.
don't do this. We can't give up shit.
We
Let me tell you
can't.
something. I'm also an Eagles fan, and everybody in Philadelphia has given the fuck up, and they're
Yes,
10-4.
man.
Like Jaguars fans, we're always out here, happy, clicking our heels. And you're right, we're 8-5. We are still number one in the division.
We're
With
tied.
three. No. We are number one. No,
Right.
we
We're
have a better
one, right.
conference record than
Right.
Texans. we also swept the Colts. Don't do that, Danica. I might be in a shit wind of feelings, but I know what the fuck is happening. We are still number one.
Barely.
By the hair on our cooches, we're number one. Well, whatever. Theirs. Penises,
Oh my.
cooch. Whatever. Hey, okay,
Oh.
sure. I know. I'm going crazy.
My goodness, my ears burning.
Oh,
Shayla.
God. I hope my mom, Daddy, I'm sorry.
Tell us how you really feel,
Daddy,
Shayla. We're gonna have to put the
Daddy.
PG-13 rated
I
R
mean,
before
just
this because my God.
everything is so bad.
But I mean, think about it, Shayla. Think about it. We could be talking draft for like 2 or 3 months now.
Hey, we can only use that excuse so many times,
I
Danica. The team is
know.
better. This is the thing. It was one thing. I'm going to tell you all what is the most frustrating thing for me. It is one thing to have a team that's ass. They have, they're professionals, but are they? We all feel like they could be beat by Georgia at any time. Those are the teams that we've had in the past.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Hell, the team Trevor was on, the Clemson team Trevor was on, could have beat one of those Jaguars teams. Okay? That's what we're feeling, right? Right? We're feeling that, right?
Right.
This team is not bad.
But they are not bad.
That shit is driving. It makes me want to pull out my hair.
Don't do that. You have such lovely hair. You don't want to pull that out. But it is frustrating because we know that they're better than what they've shown. And they have all, as usual, shot themselves in the foot. Is like these mistakes that they're making. And I'm like, is any other team making these kind of mistakes? It's weird.
That is totally, it is a very good question. It's like, what team is really making these type of mistakes? And what team is not working together? Seems like offensive defense, they don't even talk to each other or something. They're never on the same page. If the defense is playing great, then the offense sucks.
Right. And for the past two games before that, offense was scoring. Defense couldn't hold water.
They could not hold piss. Nothing. It was very terrible.
Their bladders were just they were like pregnant women couldn't hold their bladders, have to go pee.
They could not.
No. They could not. And with this game, the offense needed the help, and the offense couldn't score. The defense, it's Lamar Jackson.
It is Lamar Jackson. And a couple of those plays, because the defense held him, there were a couple sacks. Yeah. A couple of those plays, there's nothing you could do. It's just Lamar Jackson.
Right. But the time that Lamar had, he was just like, he had all.
No, he was back there. Well,
sometimes
I think he
all day.
Have a decent amount of time, but I do still, they still got to him. It'd be one thing if there were no sacks at all.
Right.
Like the situation with Jake Browning in the Bengals or Flacco with the Browns, it felt like it was very little pressure. Or, I think the Browns, they may have been a little better, but it still was better. Hey, we are scoring against number one defense. Like the Browns have an excellent defense. We put 27 on them.
We just made stupid mistakes. And we just made mistakes, big mistakes. And we're not early in the season, we were able to overcome those mistakes. But now that the stakes are so much higher now, we can't afford them.
Yeah, the stakes are high.
The stakes are high. We can't afford those mistakes anymore. We just can't. Trevor needs this offseason to work on ball security.
My God.
Because I just don't know what happened down there. He's just going and he bumbles it. Is he feeling ghost or something?
I mean, I do not know. It is very frustrating. And, we love Trevor. Now, I am not of the mind that Trevor is some sort of bust or he sucks. I know there's a lot of people out there.
There's like, he bust. We should have got Lamar in, and we should have got. I said, y'all should have, could have, would have. These drafts happened way before Trevor came out. We didn't get him. And the thing about that is like, you have to, it's going to kill you. You go back, oh, we should. Everybody could say shoulda, coulda, woulda in a draft. Us
Yeah,
more so than others because we've
we
just
had
had
really
bad
good choice.
drafts.
We have very good draft. We have very good selections. We should have been able to hit big because we always draft early, you know?
Right. But
So we
those
haven't
guys
been.
were bust. I would have to say now the 2021 draft would turn out to be pretty darn good. I would say at this point, you Trevor, ETN, who else they got in that draft? Campbell and Cisco at
Mhm.
least. That wasn't a bad draft.
No, it was a very good draft.
A very good draft. Now this past draft, now Anton Harrison over there on the right tackle,
He's been
he
decent.
he
He's been
he
decent.
he's been more than decent. I think he's been very good over there. I think
I think he's been decent.
I
I
think he's
think, but
been
I
the
do
only
think,
one.
well, he's been good.
I think he's
I
been
don't, I
better than
wouldn't say
everybody
good.
else.
I think he's been better than everybody else. And I also think that he's going to get better.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know, I think the blocking, that kind of stuff comes later.
Yeah, they as we don't, they gotta fix that whole interior, that line. They gotta fix all
The
like
interior is bad. Like, it's just bad.
it's
You
bad.
know, I,
They can't get anything for ETN when
no,
the
no,
run blocking.
no, no,
I
no.
mean, there were times he was getting the ball and he was hit.
He was bow. Like,
It was like bang bang.
yeah, it's quick.
And right, and everybody was like,
Because
why isn't he?
they was mushing that line. And they
Right.
was mushing that line.
And they're talking about,
They
well,
were
why is
holding them long enough for Trevor to, get out sometimes or most of the times,
sometimes.
except for, the time that he got his bell rung.
Yeah,
It
that
just,
part too.
hey guys,
Is
the
it, yeah,
Jaguars left 21, close to 21, maybe about 21 points on the field.
yeah. Oh
More than
Lord.
that.
Yeah, more than that. We didn't even talk about the kicker.
Well, and that's the thing. So many. You're talking about having fumbles in the red zone. You don't have situational awareness at the end of the half.
Oh yeah, the
Like
timing.
that situation, that shit was crazy.
I was
I'm
sitting there
glad I
like,
went home. I think I would have broke my TV. I would have you've seen those memes, those videos of people like pulling their TV down off the wall and knocking it down and walking away. I think I might have had that kind of moment.
no, I value my things. I would never.
I value my things. I'm just annoyed, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So, people do things when they're upset. Now, I agree that I've never broken my things because I've thought about doing it, but I thought about I'm gonna have to replace it so I have to purchase. I have to spend money, so I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie. Had I been at home, possibility of throwing things or breaking things.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
that it's to that point now, and I just I just like so as fans, like, gosh dang it, we deserve better than what we've getting. Like it's like again, once again, it's so frustrating because the talent is there. We know they got something, and I'm more mad at the guys who's supposed to be next man up. They're not next manning up. The depth isn't there.
Oh yeah, we
There's
talked about the
nobody
depth
coming
for weeks.
in there, and it's
We
just
talked creating a spark. Nobody's coming in and creating a spark.
nope.
Now it looks like Zay is out. Christian Kirk is already out. Zay was out with, I guess, a hamstring before, but it looks like he's gonna be out again.
That knee, my brother said, looked like he was just dragging that leg, like he just got dead leg out there, like it's just not there. So I'm like, so now you get Agnew back, which
Yeah.
before, and now we're going back into that getting Agnew involved in the offense and
Oh
gimmicky plays
God. Oh
where
God.
that this shit happens and everybody's like, oh, but because we ain't got nobody else now. Now
We
we're
don't.
back to that.
We got Parker. We got Agnew. We got Ridley. That's it.
And Ridley has to.
Now, meanwhile, y'all, this offense. Oh, and we have Evan. We do have Evan
We got
still.
Evans still. We got an ETN when they can.
I mean, but it's just
it's not working.
The offense is just not clicking, you guys.
It's not clicking. It what we thought at the beginning of the season was a pretty good weapons or core, whatever. It's not clicking. What it is, the system, it don't fit for everybody. I don't think. Kirk is that dude. Everybody's still hollering about paying Kirk all that money. No, Kirk deserved every fucking penny.
No, Kirk was so consistent and so great.
Right.
He's great.
He was Trevor's security blanket.
He was
Trevor
definitely Trevor's
trusted
security
the
blanket.
hell out of him to do what he needed to do. Like I said, Jones has been bothered by the injury to his leg or his knee, now hamstring. If he isn't out there snatching chains off baby mama necks,
Oh God.
stuff like that. And Ridley, I don't know if you give him the contract.
You all keep saying that. I keep hearing that in the streets. And I get I get where y'all are coming from. I'm not
Right. If you had to, right.
necessarily
This was his proving year, just like with Ingram. Ingram came in on the 1 year. He had to prove that he deserved what the contract he got. And that's fine. This has a little more attached to it because you have draft picks involved. I needed more. I've needed more out of Ridley than we're getting. And here you have Josh, and then you got Josh Allen now, who before I've said, it's contract year, he's showing up. The past 4 years, 5 years, he just been there. Yeah, he did have a good year, but that's because Calais did help him out.
Yeah, he did.
He plays well with somebody.
He plays well with a second. Yes, he has to play off somebody.
He needs somebody else. Can he do it on his own? No.
I don't know, and that's a good question. I don't know.
So those are the questions and things that's going to be coming up in the off season on who do you keep, who do you tag, who do you pay, do you have the money to pay, who do you try to bring in? You have to reshuffle that line. That is a must. That is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So the Jaguars have some really serious questions to ask themselves in the off season pertaining to this roster. I know that's a lot to take in. Like I said, we're in the playoff hunt. We're still in this thing.
Yeah, are we?
Yeah, I mean, we have to go to Tampa.
Which, by the way, Tampa's playing very well, everybody.
Yeah, and then we come back here to play the Panthers, which anybody can get got.
The Panthers are not playing very well, but I mean,
they beat Atlanta.
They beat Atlanta, in a slugfest.
Yeah, in front of 100 people.
For 45 cents a ticket. So
yeah. Whatever. Yeah, you could have got in for a rub and tug.
They really should have just let people in.
Pretty much, they should have let people in, and then we got to go and play the Titans. But another thing I want to get off here is like, if the Jaguar Stadium look, we got flack and everything for the tarps and you're moving to London, but if there never at any point did our stadium look like that ever. Never looked like that. Are they going to get a lot of flack for it? I haven't heard anything since that first couple hours, and then it's just gone. Like, I want somebody to drag Carolina. Yeah, we came in at the same time. I'm salty. I want the motherfuckers dragged for having 100 people in the stadium. I mean,
this
dragged.
is true. The same for the Texans. That's the thing. Like, the Texans on that shit, coming for us left and right. We never look like that. Like,
right, they were winning, and I'm like, yeah. And you heard about people like, hey, y'all have a young quarterback. You're winning. You're in the hunt. Where the people?
It is 8 people in your stands, but y'all were coming for us though.
Yeah, I feel like we deserve, Jaguar fans, we deserve to be on this pedestal and looking down on people and pointing right now for the shit that we had to hear go through. Yeah. Like I said, we were there. We've been there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Besides, it's probably an economic thing. People probably broke, and like most with the Jaguar fans at the time, like, I'm paying to see that shit.
Right.
I can do better things with my money. That's usually how it is. And that's probably why the NFL is looking to expand overseas. I don't think they're going to move a team, but they're going to keep doing a lot of those one-off games. One in Germany, right. One in Spain, a couple in London and Mexico City. So you're going to have at some point, all 32 teams at some point during the season are going to play a game
Are going to have
overseas.
to do that. Right.
Right. And that's part of why it was that they will probably will go to that 18 game season. They're already at 17. They'll probably go to that 18 just to offset that. But they will have that happen. It's the money. They don't necessarily have to put a team over there. They just have to bring a team, two teams to play, because people will show up in any kind of jersey to that
They
game.
really will.
They
Any
really will.
kind of jersey.
Yes, they will show up. They will. I've said it before. Wear a Jaguar jersey and a Texan skull cap, not realizing those are two mortal enemies, and you should never do that shit. I'm still salty
I
about
mean,
that UK fan I
super
saw
weird.
do that like a couple. I'm not over that yet. But they do stuff like that, and because they just want to see a game. They have not many. Some do. Some do have loyalty to a team. They do, but most of them they don't. They just want to see the game. And so that's what's happening. Because I think about it, what is that? The Chargers? That's not their.
Mhm.
They they really
I mean,
don't.
and I know people are like, you all could be in a better, worse place. I mean, because the Chargers, my God.
Dude, the Chargers. That shit.
Jeez,
Staley.
Louise. Looked up like the funny thing is we looked up once, it was like 56 points. And we're like, shit. You
That
do the
game
shit.
there, I went to
And
sleep
then
and
you
I'm
look up
thinking,
again and it's 60 something. I'm like, what
what
is
the
happening?
hell happened? And I'm surprised Staley didn't lose his job at halftime. I wouldn't let him come back out the tunnel. I was like, hey, oh, whoa, wait, you ain't got to go back out there.
Yeah, it is very surprising. Like they took a while. I mean, they fired him and they fired the GM, but they fired the GM like 2 days later.
Right,
But I
but
mean, Staley, my God.
it's because you score a team scored 62 on your team that that lost a football game the previous week by 3 runs, like a football game, 3-0, and that's horrible. And then you come back and do this. No, they quit on Staley. They quit on that man.
They definitely quit on him.
And my thinking of, remember back, I forgot, was it Vance Joseph or somebody who was the Chargers coach at the time? And when Herbert came on, oh, they realized, oh, we got somebody. So their thing was to fire that coach because they like, oh, we got a quarterback, to bring in this other guy, I guess, to feel like, well, it was like dude was a placeholder. So you brought this guy in, like, okay, now we got our quarterback, we got our coach, da 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 da. And where are you? I'm like, should you have fired that other coach? You thought you was doing
Hey
something?
man,
That shit backfired.
it did, and they are in the shitter. They
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 are.
they are bad.
They are
So,
bad. And they have some quality dudes on their team, and they just fell apart. Look, we've seen it in person. We were there for that game, that the miraculous comeback. They
oh
fell
God, do we
fucking
need to talk
apart.
about this?
We don't, but it'll be in lore and
I
legend.
don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Okay, Shayla, we're not going to do this.
I
So
mean, I have a knife in my hand right now.
put it
I'm
down.
like this close to my wrist. Like,
Oh,
don't do this.
okay, well, this is the season. We're not going to go into that dark place. We're not going to let the Jaguars drag us down there.
Okay, this is what happens when the Jaguars lose. This is what I sing. 'Tis the season to be jolly, but how can I be when I have nobody?
I can't even recognize the song, Shayla.
What do the lonely do at Christmas? What do they do? What do they do? I'm lonely. I'm lonely. We don't. I don't have any W's to keep me
Yeah,
warm.
we need some W's. We need to be like, what is that? Winston, Jameis need to eat W's.
I mean, my God. You know, just you bring us you bring us up, and then you slap us down on the ground.
Yeah,
Jaguars.
you do, and we take it.
Okay,
Like the
man.
great Ice Cube said, no Vaseline.
I mean,
Mm.
Do we still need to talk about this game? I really want to
We
wash it
we
from my brain.
I know we really barely talked about it. We've talked about everything else but this game.
I mean, I don't care. It was
I don't care.
bad.
Yeah, I'm just over it. Yeah. So if you were looking for a whole thing, synopsis on us talking about this game.
Hey, girl,
Mm-mm.
you're not gonna get it
You're not
today.
gonna get it
That's fine.
today. It was not happening.
I
But
mean, it hurts my body and my
it does.
soul that we've not. These primetime games have been a fucking disaster.
Epic. And we've
Shit
been there.
show.
Yeah.
And you people, I really want, and I honestly, I want y'all to stop with the Trevor. We need to get rid of Trevor talk.
Yeah,
That's number one.
stop. That's
Stop
not
with that.
happening. Right, because we wouldn't be in the situation last year and this year if it wasn't for him. We would not have the shit chance. Who do y'all want? I mean, if y'all want that Rourke guy who's a practice squad dude, oh God, nope, I ain't getting into that either, because Lord, Jag fans will stomp for the Water Boy. Oh gosh, why did we get rid of the Water Boy? He was so good. He carried the water so great. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into that either. But what I am gonna do is hopefully we come out with a win in Tampa, which would, like you said, they're playing very well, it was going to be difficult. Maybe I will make this trip to Tampa.
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
I'm going to try to make that trip to Tampa to see the game. I don't have a ticket yet. If things work out and I end up driving down there over there, I will get one at the last minute. Hopefully, I can get a cheap one. Fingers crossed. Or if somebody out there wants to send me a ticket for
I
Christmas
mean,
and
you
my
can always
birthday.
donate things.
Yeah, donate. I mean, Christmas
Yeah.
is coming
Danika has
up
a
and my
birthday.
birthday too before the end of the year. I mean, a gift of a ticket to a football game, a Jaguars game would be great. I mean, I'm one of the few women out there. If you give me football tickets, I will love you forever and
I
ever
mean,
and ever.
this would be great. They should give us lots of things.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all right, Shay-La. I guess this is it till after Christmas.
Yeah, everybody, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, or, Feliz Navidad, or whatever.
Whatever you celebrate, happy holidays.
Or nothingness.
Or
Whatever you'd like
nothingness.
to celebrate.
Yep.
Okay?
All right.
Guys?
Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.